True Detective, Night Country finally connects the dots and discloses the truth behind Annie K and the researchers' murders. However, the season still seems to intentionally leave audiences with a few loose threads, prompting them to fill in the blanks with their imagination. Picking up where Episode 5 ended, True Detective Season 4's Episode 6 begins with Navarro and Danvers breaking into the ice caves where Annie was killed. While they delve deeper into the Night Country, in True Detective Season 4's finale, Peter cleans Danvers' home to erase all evidence of Hank and Otis' murders. Once Danvers and Navarro finally reach the spot where Annie was killed, they find more answers than they had initially anticipated. These answers also eventually help them confront some of their personal demons, helping them bury their differences and forge a deeper relationship that rests on the foundation set by their shared sense of grief. Why the researchers killed Annie K. Annie K discovered they were working with Silver Sky. Jodie Foster as Danvers, Nivi Peterson as Annie Masu Kautok, and Callie Reese as Navarro in True Detective Night Country. In True Detective Night Country's Episode 1, Danvers tells Peter what she thinks about Annie's murder when he asks about her. Danvers theorizes that Annie's protests against the Silver Sky mine might have gotten her into trouble. While this ultimately does not prove to be completely true, True Detective Night Country's finale proves that Annie's death had something to do with her determination to take down the mine. When Navarro and Danvers ask Raymond what had happened to Annie, he reveals that she had discovered their underground lab in the ice cave below Tsalil. Although Raymond does not explicitly mention what she had discovered, Annie's final video suggests that she had likely found evidence to prove that the Silver Sky mine was polluting Ennis water to help the Tsalil researchers soften the permafrost surrounding the whale fossil they were studying. She was so shocked by this discovery that she could not help but destroy the samples the researchers had collected over the years. When the researchers ultimately found her disrupting their work, they got so enraged that they impulsively attacked and killed her without thinking about the consequences of the crime. Why the cleaning women killed the researchers. The women from the Crab Company wanted to avenge Annie's death. B. Cleaning Blair's wounds in True Detective Night Country. For a long time, Annie's death remained a mystery because Hank had moved her body from the cave to the town to conceal evidence surrounding her murder. However, as B reveals, she and the other women first became suspicious of the researchers when they accidentally discovered the hatch that connected the lab to the underground ice cave. After going down the hatch, they also found the star-shaped weapon they had used for stabbing Annie, which further cemented their suspicion. Bit by bit, they gradually gathered more evidence while working at the lab. After becoming certain that the researchers had murdered Annie, the women decided to seek revenge. They formulated a meticulous plan where they would only scare the researchers using their guns and other weapons but not hurt them. They likely did this because they realized that bullets would allow law enforcers to trace them. Instead of killing them inside the lab itself, the women took them out in the cold and asked them to take their clothes off. Then, they let them loose in the blistering cold, hoping they would freeze to death and repent for what they did to Annie. What happened to Annie K's tongue? True Detective Night Country leaves some questions about Annie's tongue unanswered. Annie, Danvers, and Navarro in True Detective Season 4. When Danvers first told Peter about Annie's death, she revealed that her tongue had been cut off after she was murdered. She also added that it was one detail surrounding the case that was not released to the public. When Danvers and Navarro ask Raymond Clark about Annie's tongue, he, too, claims to know nothing about it and tells them that the police officer who moved her body from the ice cave must have something to do with it.